For my final demonstration, I'm going to be covering the teapot. I'll be throwing a teapot body, a spout, and a lid. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm doing something a little different this time. I'm doing what's called throwing off the hump. I'm going to start with my spout, then I'll do my lid, and then I'll do the teapot body. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to center on the top of this mass of clay a small ball that I'll use to create the spout. Then I'll recenter another small ball at the top of the clay for the lid, and then I'll use the remaining clay left over for the teapot body. And that's why it's called throwing off the hump. You create a small ball at the top of the hump of clay, and you use that to throw from. So I've centered up a small mass of clay on the top of the hump. I'm going to go ahead and open it up like I would any other small cylinder form. Now that I've got my cylinder created, I'm going to taper it down to make the spout shape. Now I want to make my spout larger this direction than I actually need it. I don't want to make it real wide, but I want to make it taller in this bottom portion a lot more than I actually need, because I need something there so when I cut the shape to fit it to the teapot body, I have some clay left over. Now I've got the spout top forming. I just can't get my finger in now that I've closed it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the handle of my needle tool to go down inside the opening of the spout so I can continue doing my pulls up. I'm going to cut it off, even it out. Now I've got my spout made, and I need to remove it from the top of the hump. I could use my regular wire cutoff tool and just cut across the bottom, but if I do that, I can end up with something that's really uneven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little notch here at the bottom with my finger. And I have a piece of string on a cork that floats in my water bucket. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the string wrap itself around, and then I'm going to pull it to cut it. You can see I let it wrap and wind down. Then I just give it a pull, and I've cut through nice and flat. Now I'm going to set this off to the side so it can leather up, so then we can have it ready to be attached to the teapot body.